So people around me, those that know me, sometimes ask me how it is that I'm able to endure through difficult times. How it is, especially in the past, I was able to survive and come out in a better way from circumstance that normally defeat people. And I thought I'd like to make this short video just to share with you guys what I think the answer to that is. And the answer all boils down to one thing. It really, really does. And it's all internal. It's all comes down to my own mind and my own thoughts, and the most important part, my own belief. So what is it that you believe? That's the answer. That's the answer to all your problems, all your questions in life. That is the answer that can get you anything and anywhere you desire to go. What do you believe? And, my quest for this type knowledge and this type information, goes back very, very long. So this is not a new thing for me. So I on a daily basis, in my own mind, reinforce certain thoughts and do some type of brain exercises where I, intentionally omit, for example, like worldly concerns. There's a lot of bullshit going on all the time. I'm involved in business, multiple businesses. There's a lot of stress that comes with that, that could just really beat you down. In the past, it was a million times worse, the circumstance and the outer circumstances. I was in fucked up positions in life, and I was really, really beat up and down at my worst, at what you call the low. And during those times, I realized that there is no out for me. There is no out, nothing's going to change, and there's no excuse for what happened in my life. There's no blame to place on anyone or anything. Everything that ever happened to me because of the shit that was happening in my mind. There are some other factors, of course, your upbringing and your home environment and, how people treat you or maybe mistreat you. All that comes into play. But at the end of the day, I'm to blame for everything. Mainly because I didn't possess this knowledge. I didn't know about this. I didn't know that the more I thought how fucked up things were, the more I manifested more fucked up things around me. I didn't understand that. And this is actually a principle that is proven to be true in every way. What do you think? And what do you believe? So for me to overcome what looked like impossible situations, I had to stop thinking like a regular person. Now, I don't want it to be mistaken as ego or sense of grandeur, because it's not. It's going to sound like that, but it's not. That's not the intent. But I had to start building up within myself a belief and a strength. And to do that, I had to use reinforcement. And I had to ask myself, who am I? What am I all about? What do I believe? As I'm doing that, I had to stop giving concern completely to what was happening around me or to other people at all. It means nothing to me. And I started removing limits. Yeah, the world will tell me that what I'm trying to do, what I'm about to embark on is impossible. But I don't give a fuck. Fuck impossible. These are the kind of thoughts of strength that I reinforce on a daily basis, that I can do anything. There is nothing that can stop me. No man, no power, no group, no corporation, no government, nothing that can stand in my way if I'm doing right and if I'm living my life in a way that is in accordance with helping other people and not harming them. Nothing can stop you. Do those things and understand this principle of the power of belief and thought, and you can do whatever you want in life. That's what I learned. That's the basic answer to why is it that I was able to overcome and do things that other people haven't. That's the answer. And the same applies to even exercise and fitness and lifting weights. When that was my thing, to try to lift heavy and to be big, I lifted some poundages that people couldn't understand. They say, how is it your wrists are so small? How is it that your shit didn't snap? It didn't break? And the answer back then was the same. Because I don't think like you. At all. Those thoughts of what if and this and that and what others can do and how come this guy is so much bigger and he just fucking failed on way less. I don't give a fuck. I'm unstoppable. These are the kind of thoughts. And again, they're not to be mistaken as ego. But this is the only way that you can become great. You have to believe in yourself. You have to understand that there is so much that you can contribute and do. And when everything comes in and falls into place, you are great. That's what I had to believe. That's what I had to believe to get through so many difficulties in life and to continue even now struggling with things. And the more time passes, the more I continue practicing this, the easier it becomes. I've gotten to the point where I really don't give a fuck what's happening in the world around me. It doesn't matter. Because again, I've learned it's all internal. Every single fucking thing that's happening in my life boils down to me. What am I thinking? And the same applies for you and for everybody else. Think about how your day starts. Think about how your day ends. Are those thoughts thoughts of defeat? Or are they thoughts of fucking conquering, of strength, of power, reinforcing that nothing can stand in your way except yourself? And I encourage you guys to just try it. Try it out slowly. Every morning, wake up. Write yourself a note of reminder if you have to on your bedside. As soon as you wake up, start implanting those thoughts. That today, forget about everything else. Forget about life in the past and the future, what if, and this fucking day, today, I will be fucking great in everything I do. I will be great. And as I'm doing that, I will also be grateful. Greatness and gratitude go hand in hand. I will also make note of everything I have to be grateful for. So as I'm reinforcing the strength and making myself stronger in that regard, I'm also building up myself spiritually and mentally in the proper way by focusing on gratitude. I'm pulling more things towards me, more positive. Try this. And before you go to bed, do the same. What are you thinking about? What I usually do before bed is I'm projecting the next day or the next week or the future, whatever. I can go as far as I want. But at different stages in my life, when there are goals in front of me, I'm using visualization and mind techniques to create pictures of myself having already accomplished those goals. And trying to put myself there as if it's done already and allowing those feelings to manifest inside me of having already achieved whatever it is that I want. And by doing this type projection, mental exercise, you are creating a power. You are reinforcing a strength within yourself and you're building up confidence in yourself. And this is the only way you can ever become great in life, by doing this type thing and realizing that there is no fucking answer externally for you about anything that you need. Every fucking thing you need, every fucking thing standing in your way, and everything available to help you, it's all going to be internal, and you have to recognize it. So I hope some of you can relate to this. I know this is not typical conversation. This is not for everyone. But for those of you out there that are seeking enlightenment, as I am, this is important stuff. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks.